Okay, so you guys brought me a lot of questions. Thank you so much. I cannot believe how many questions you guys sent me. So, let's get going on this. Okay, my girlfriend Twilight Knight asks, how about Q&A vid with you and me? I said sure. Zeriki Shadow asks, who is your favorite person on YouTube? My favorite person is probably Make Me Bad 35. He was like the first person that ever got me involved in YouTube at all, because my friend showed me him, and I just find his vids hilarious. I'm not even subscribed to him. I just stop over there once in a while. What are your favorite TV shows? My favorite TV show of all time is Tosh.0. If you don't know what that is, it's a sketch comedy show on Comedy Central by Daniel Tosh doing commentary on the internet. So, you know, it's kind of close to home. I've even submitted some of my vids to his website. Okay, what are your favorite games? RPGs and survival horror are my favorite video games. In fact, I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy and anything by Square Enix, really. And over the last few weeks I've been playing a survival horror game called Obscure the Aftermath and an RPG called Persona 3 on my PSP, which I got working. Kind of, I don't know, it's just annoying is that I found out that I'd gone the whole summer without playing the thing for no good reason because I had thought it was broken, but I fixed it and it was only like a 2-minute fix that I could have done at any given moment. So that's yeah, kind of annoying. Okay, who's your biggest enemy slash rival on YouTube slash the internet? Don't really have one anymore, do I? But I have done some research on Venom Fang X after being prompted to do so by a comment, and I highly anticipate him returning after his ban from YouTube ends next year, so I can tear him a new one. Last one. If you could change anything about yourself, would you? If so, what would it be? Or do you like the way you are? I like the way I am. Frick411 got a question, who's your biggest inspiration? My biggest inspiration is not so much a person as it is a way of thinking. It would be the knights and the samurai, because of their codes of honor and just how strictly they abide by them. I mean, I'm more toward knights than samurai, because there's some things with samurai that I don't agree with at all, such as killing yourself if you are dishonored. I don't agree with that. But yeah, and a little side note that I find interesting is that both of these cultures existed at about the same time in history, but in completely different parts of the world. It's just something that just interests me. Okay, Real Detective L asks, who's your favorite YouTuber? Again, Make Me Bad 35. Okay, Bella Song Zillet asks, if a tree falls and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? That depends. Trees are like people. Some of them just want attention. If no one's there to hear it, it might not make a sound, because it's not going to get a reaction. Okay, how's life treating you? Life is treating me great. I got a girlfriend I've been going out with for over a year. I'm doing great in college. I'm going to be directing my own play this semester. I'm doing great on here. I'm having the time of my life. Life is treating me great. Okay, and how difficult is it to fit making one video and uploading it to YouTube every day? Not that difficult. Most of my vids, they don't even require any editing. I just record it and upload it. It's like a half-hour process. Some of them require editing, but not that much. The ones that do require a lot of editing, I just save those for days I have off from college. So it's really not that difficult for me to squeeze it in. I mean, earlier in the summer, I was doing a job. I was working for U.S. Perg and Environment Maine, and I was working like 10 hours a day. I mean, I'd get home, eat, I only had like 3 hours. I had 3 hours of free time in the morning and 3 hours of free time at night, and I still did a vid every day. A lot of times earlier on, I was doing more than one vid a day. But I realized if I do that, the vid that I'm not featuring doesn't get watched as much. You know, my default vid. Okay, James Vision asks, what video games did you play growing up? I did not play video games for a good portion of my early childhood. My parents wouldn't let me. It wasn't until I was like 12 or 13 that I got an N64 for Christmas, and it came with Donkey Kong 64. It was the jungle green one with the semi-transparent plastic, and let's see, yeah, I still have an N64. It's not the same one I used to have, but with N64, I had Donkey Kong. But my favorite games for it were James Bond Worlds Not Enough, which me and my dad and my brother would play multiplayer, and it was just really fun. Of course, my brother was like crazy good at it. He would just use like the basic pistol and like strafe everyone. He'd just like circle you and kill you with a pistol. You wouldn't even be able to touch him. It would usually have to be me, my dad, and like 2 AI bots against him, just him, in order to make it fair. Also played GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. I got Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, and Legend of Zelda 64, Castlevania, Legacy of Darkness was fun. Then we got PlayStation 2. That's when I got into Final Fantasy. And now I got PlayStation 3 and my PSP. Of course, PlayStation 3 is technically my brother's, but whatever. Okay, so what movies and shows did you watch growing up? Let's see. Growing up, Remember when I was little, I used to love the shows on like Nickelodeon, the cartoons and stuff. I also used to love their little sketch comedy, like The Amanda Show, all that. I loved Kenan and Kel. That was hilarious. I actually saw a movie with one of them in it. I keep getting them mixed up because their names are so similar. You know, they both start with K-E. The stocky one. I saw him in a movie. He was in, I believe it was a Wayans Brothers movie, like No One Knows Exists. Stan Helsing. It's like a takeoff on slasher movies. He was in that. Okay, so moving on. Don't Stand So Close to Me asks, why do you want to become an actor? Well, before I had my turnaround in life, I lied a lot. I was really good at it. Really good at it. You would probably have never met a better liar than me. But, so, after my turnaround in life, I decided to put that same skill toward a positive end. That's pretty much what acting is, because lying involves not just being able to come up with stuff, but it involves the face, it involves just being completely convincing, if you're really good at it. And that's what I am, and that's pretty much what acting is. So I'm putting a negative thing to a positive end, and that's why I want to become an actor, and it's fun. What kind of actor, stage, movie, independent? Mostly movies. I was actually already almost in an independent film. I got hooked up with this studio called Night Street Productions over in Portland, Maine. And they were producing this, what was it called? This movie called I Am. It was just going to be like some runabout. There was going to be 3 roommates. One of them is just trying to find his way in the world. The other 2 are just like party guys. It was interesting. I was playing the second biggest role, but then like schedules started conflicting and the whole thing got shelved. It kind of sucks. It was going to be in Sundance and everything. I want to get into Hollywood. I'm going to probably first try my hand at soap operas down in New York City because it's a great way to get started and it's good money. As for stage, I really don't have that much interest. But I do have some ideas for plays of my own, and I might act in my own plays.
If you want to be an actor, why aren't you acting here on YouTube, like making a short skit or play with a serious or funny script or something?
Actually, this surprised me. Apparently, some people are not aware that I do this. I don't do it very often because I would prefer to rack my brain coming up with, intelligent stuff than comedy. But if something occurs to me, something funny, I do make a comedy vid. I have a playlist titled Funny that has comedy vids in it. I encourage you all to check it out.
Okay, Master Sublink asks, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Starting to rain. Okay, let's see here.
Well, I looked it up. Let's see, the European swallow is also known as the barn swallow,
and it can fly at 8.8
meters per second. Whereas with African swallows, there are actually 72 species of swallow in Africa, of which only 2 have the word African in their name, and only one of them lives in the northernmost part, which it would interact with, in which it could possibly interact with England in Monty Python. And this swallow flies around 11 meters per second. So there you have it.
Okay, Mirage Hacker asks, why have I not become a partner?
Actually, I'm going to be applying for partnership this December. I probably, almost certainly will not be accepted. But, figure give it a chance. Holy shit. Yeah, it's really storming out. Figure give it a shot. If I don't make it then, I'm gonna apply over and over. I'll get it eventually.
Okay, what are some of your favorite bands?
I love metal and rock in general, really. But I love Iron Maiden. I love Hammerfall. Love Lacuna Coil, Disturbed, Linkin Park. Love all those.
Okay. Have you watched Five Rangers, the Japanese 13-episode comedy on the Power Rangers? No. If not, what is your favorite comedy show?
Tosh.0. Definitely Tosh.0.
Okay, and that was Agnostic Extreme. iBranded Hater asks, if you could go back in time and visit yourself at any age for just 1 hour, what age would you see, and would you speak to him? If so, what would you say?
That is a good question. Let's say that I'm positive that I'm not going to create a time paradox and tear a hole in the space-time continuum and kill everyone by doing this. I would probably go back and see myself as a little kid, just, when I was innocent. Because, hell, I'm not innocent anymore. No one at my age is. And whether or not I talk to him, I don't know. I don't know if I would.
What is your favorite beverage?
That is by
the Sweet One Manda.
That'd be Mountain Dew. I hate the taste of coffee, so I drink one of these every morning.
Thems asks, if you could start a band, what type of music would you play? And what would be the name of the band? And what instrument would you play?
Metal. Power metal, actually. Knights of the 21st Century. Electric violin. Because I'm learning to play the violin. Actually, it's kind of on my list of things to do. I have a violin now, but I haven't started to learn it yet. And, that's just an interesting concept, the electric violin. It's just something I'd like to give a shot sometime. So, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for all your questions. You guys are awesome, and I'm almost out of time. You actually almost did. You actually almost gave me too many questions to fit into a 15-minute slot. Let's see if you can do it next time around. I will be doing another one of these. So, thank you so much. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow.